You're about to listen to the audiobook for My TV and Radio Interview Tactics and Checklists. What to do before, during, and after every media interview by Bart Smith. Read to you by the author himself. That's me. Yes, this book, My TV and Radio Interview Tactics and Checklists, are protected by copyright law. Remember that. For more information about this book and the author, individual orders, bundled orders, discounts for bulk quantity purchases, audio products, interviews, information on seminars, joint venture opportunities, mentoring and consulting, booking the author to speak at your next seminar, workshop, or event, please contact the author, that's me, at any of my websites. Well, I'll just send you to bartsmithworld.com. Hey, every effort has been made to accurately represent the subject nature of this book and all its potential. Even though most industries are ones where a person can write their own ticket, in terms of earning potential, there's no guarantee that you will earn any money using the teachings, lessons, and ideas found in this book. It just ain't so. Any examples provided are not to be interpreted as a promise or guarantee of earnings. Earning potential is entirely dependent on the sincere effort and the effective use of what is found in this book, and on your own individual effort, circumstances, and a lot more. That's out of my control. Hey, that said, in advance, still, here's to your success at conquering, interviewing on TV, radio, and even podcasts. Table of contents. Let's get into that real quick. Whether you're after TV, radio, podcast, or YouTube interviews, or interviews on Instagram, or any other type of interview, this book is for you. I want you to read through it if you have it in hand, or listen to this audio program real closely. Digest what you're going to hear. Implement every applicable interview tactic and execute every checklist item I discuss. And I know your interviews will explode with outright enthusiasm and a hunger to do as many interviews as you can until you've reached your desired outcome, which is usually more exposure, more branding, more name recognition, and, hey, more sales. You name it. At least for me, that's why I enjoy interviewing. Plus, they are also a lot of fun. So, hey, let's break down the table of contents for you so you know what's upcoming in this audio program. First, message from the author. I'm going to talk a little bit about interviews and getting interviews. Part 1, and this is a 7-part book. Okay? So part 1, are you getting interviewed? Yes? Great. No? Why not? Are your interviews effective? Are you getting interviewed enough? I go into all those questions. Good stuff in part 1. Part 2, where is your Interview Me webpage on your website? Most people don't have one. I'll tell you why you should have one and what goes on it and how great it is to have them. I have Interview Me pages for all my books and a couple of my websites and some other topics that I want to get interviewed on. And I'll go into that in detail in part 2. Part 3, where's your Media Room webpage on your website? I go into what goes into the Media Room, what goes in there, why it's important to have one, all that good stuff. Part 4, do you have pre-recorded sample interviews of you on video on your website? Now, they don't have to be in video. They could be audio as well, recorded. But where are they? If you don't have any interviews yet of yourself being on another show, you should pre-record what I call self-interviews and get those on there to give future show producers and hosts a sampling of what you're like to get interviewed. Part 5, learn how to get author interviews for the book you just wrote. That's a cool section. Part 6, here are 10 ways you can personally improve your interview skills so you come across as a seasoned professional interviewer every time. And Part 7, my personal TV and radio interview checklist. This checklist is awesome and very powerful, very informative, insightful, educational, and it will get you organized so you can go out there and scoop up as many interviews as you can handle. And then that's a wrap where I kind of go into a little summary of the book and words of encouragement. And that's about it. So, hey, let's get started with this audio book and start with message from the author. Come on, let's get started.